It's 4:34 a.m., July 7th, 2019. At 3:30, about 3:33 a.m., I went down to the fourth floor basement. You could feel something down there, but I never saw anything. And I think it's been, Friday, Thursday. Thursday, Lorena brought me down here, I believe. No, that was the 5th. 5th, so that was, anyway, the 5th. I don't know if it was, might have been Friday. And then, I needed to come down here when the veil is the thinnest, when the distance across the threshold between here and the other side, usually 3 o'clock, 3:30 is a good time, a.m., to come down and see if I can get these entities to move on. Now, from the moment I went down there on the 5th, my poor dog has been shivering, big time frightened, scared, just scared, shaking like a leaf, just and has been hiding under my wife's sink in her bathroom. We can't get him out. Even with a cookie, we can't get Petey out. And so I take that as a strong indication that there is a discarnate, because I know my dog really well. He's never afraid to come jump up on the bed and, decline a cookie, dog treat. So poor kid's been frightened. Anyway, so I went down this, I told the desk manager I'm going to go down to the basement 3 a.m. And in my sign language, they speak Spanish. And I went down and I could feel the energy. I didn't see anything. I went through some questions with the discarnate entity. And here's what I found. First, I inquired, do I have permission to inquire? I'm talking to Daisy here. Do I have permission to inquire about the discarnate entity in the basement? And Daisy said, yes, I do. I asked, is there a discarnate entity in the basement? And it was a big yes. Daisy said a big yes. Is the discarnate entity evil? And there again was another big yes. So it's a deceased human being who exhibited evil actions and intentions while incarnated on this planet. Will I be able to get the disabled entity to leave? And Daisy said, we don't know. Excuse me. Will Daisy protect me? Big yes. Daisy said she would protect me. Should I go there and talk to the discarnate entity? And again, Daisy said yes. Try to explain that Divine Source loves all her children. Mother God does not stop loving you because you've done stupid crap and evil stuff. Doesn't please her, but it doesn't make her stop loving you. Let's see, will Daisy protect me? Yes. Should I go down there and talk to the discarnate entity? Yes. Is the discarnate entity confused? Big yes, big yes, big yes. They are definitely confused. Basically, it's fear. Especially if you're Catholic and you've done horrible stuff, you actually think you're going to hell. So when you pass on, the light comes down, you don't go up to the light because you think, you're going to go up there and get your ass kicked. Is the discarnate entity confused? Yes. If I explain to the discarnate that their actions and their soul are very different, will they stay away and move on? And the answer was yes, they will stay away and move on if I explain that to them. If they know that. They're tired of being down here. It's awful. So I went down there, told the desk clerk I'm going down there. He's looking at me like, what are you doing? 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30. And so I did the sign language, and I'm going down there and I'm saying a prayer, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, oh, okay. So I went down, I could feel the energy, definitely feel the energy. And didn't see anything, nobody poked me, didn't hear anything. And started doing my routine where I surround myself big time with the white light for myself and them. And then a vehicle pulled up, believe it or not, bottom floor, 4th floor, and two somewhat frightened people pulled up right next to me and parked. Michael and a Kate. And I explained to him why I'm there, standing facing the corner of the wall with a candle lit on the floor, praying out loud with my palms out, my hands out like this, like I do. And her husband, Michael, spoke English. I explained to him. And then I said, tell your wife. I heard him say phantasm to her. So she looked frightened. So I explained it to him, and then he said, yes, we have seen them also. And Katie, the female, said she's seen them twice, and she saw 2 different ones down there. So these are 2 confused souls, too frightened to go up to heaven, thinking that they're going to be judged for their actions because they had evil intentions and they committed evil acts from their perspective. However, every subatomic particle knows what to do. There's lessons for a lot of different people from this episode. There will be some knowledge gained from this, and these entities will move on. So, Divine Source, Mother God, Father God, do not judge your actions. You can judge actions, but Mother and Father God won't judge. You judge your own. You can't stop that, but Mother and Father God don't judge your actions, and they definitely do not judge the soul. They love the soul unconditionally, eternally, limitlessly, forever and ever and ever, and always have. So after I explained it to to Katie and Michael, I'm sure the ghosts listened. The discarnates listened. And then I turned around and explained it to them slowly and more intensely and said a prayer, walked around and closed them with the white light and myself and asked them to move on. And then I asked, will you leave? And they answered, yes, they will leave. So I don't have to worry about my doggie anymore, freaked out. And there's a lesson here for everyone, that you can judge someone's actions. Yes, you definitely can judge someone's actions, but you cannot judge their soul because you don't know the whole story. We don't know the whole story. We cannot judge their soul. And the term sin, which is often used, sin, S-I-N, is originally a Greek term. It's an archery term, which just means missing the mark, missing the bullseye. Sin, that's what that means. So when we, myself, you, the discarded entities, when they were in a physical vehicle, in their suits of flesh, when they made an error, when they did something evil, when they made war a profane act, that does not harm their soul. Okay. They understand now that it was not a loving act. So that was their lesson. That was their lesson. And all our lessons are coordinated. One person's pain is another person's gain. That's how it works on earth. Not in heaven, but on earth, that's how it works. It's a duality. Okay, this is Samuel Joseph Bell in Miraflores, Lima, Peru. And this is the fourth discarnate entity I have worked with to help them move on. It's just confusion, okay? All right, you and all your loved ones are always in my prayers. Bye-bye.